This is great. We have Book of Eclipse. We've got the Hidden Armory. We've got Advanced Ritual Art. Oh, we've got game, dude. We've got game. Alright, boys. Welcome to a one-shot OTK. Easy peasy. No skill required. Looks like he's probably playing the same thing. But that's okay. What's funny is, oh, what Demise? Whoa. He might be playing the new Ritual Support. We're playing the new Ritual Support. But the point is, guys, is the new AzneyesWhitedragon deck. Actually, it's a Chaos Max deck. Alright. So, I don't even know what this does. Do I need to read it? No, because Blue Eyes immune to everything. Basically it is. Okay. It's basically immune to everything. It's not take 69. This is our first try. Don't believe him, guys. But basically, we're winning the next turn pretty much no matter what. Unless this guy activates Karibo. And I literally mean Karibo. There's very little things that are going to stop what I'm going to be doing. So, to explain what's going to go on, this is a toxic Chaos Max deck, alright? So, what it does, you're about to see in just a second. So, we're going to flip everything he has face down, so rip all the effects. Not that the effects usually matter anyways. Demise King, okay, so, I don't really, okay, what does this card even do? So you can draw a card, okay. And then, where is it? It like reveals, it changes its level, okay. It's probably not relevant. Alright, so we're going to summon the Queen. Alright, so he's getting out the new Queen. It can make lots of different attacks. It doesn't matter because it's turn 1. And if this card destroys an opponent's monster in battle, it does something. Okay, so all we need to do is we activate Book of Eclipse or Book of Moon. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to activate Book of Eclipse because, well, it hits everything and it makes it so I don't have to read the other cards. Next, all I need to search out is, of course, Blue Eyes, so we can go ahead and summon it. So, I'm going to go ahead and activate this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Book of Moon because I don't need this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and search out the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. And we can search out another card. If I had the other ritual, then that's fine. I would search out Blue Eyes. But I'm going to search out double of these because, well, why not? But now we go ahead and activate Hidden Armory. Or if we had the equip spell, we just, have the equip spell. Very unfair is what's going to go on right now. We could try to go for a more of extensive play. So we just summon this, send that to the grave. Like I said, if we had the other card, the other ritual, we just add the other one. And then we're going to go ahead and activate our Pot of Desires. Just to see what we can do. Okay, now I don't actually want to summon any of these. Well, I can't because I hit an armory, but it's fine. Because this is going to be OTK on everything. And just for the sake of the maximum amount of damage, we're going to do it. And there, boys, watch how much damage. What's that? What is that? 14,000! How did he do that? Dude, this card only has 8,000 attack, but it's double the piercing damage. Pretty much, guys, it one-shots like everything. Unless... I don't know, dude. You're going to have some defense OTK. Like, this combo is really stupid, by the way. But I have another replay that I want to showcase off, and I'll give you guys a deck profile for any of you guys. Yeah, very completely balanced. So, I didn't get to show you guys the new Devi rituals, but I can explain it in 2 seconds, alright? But I have another... Let me go show you guys another replay real quick. There was a... I think I have one. I think we saved one replay. This one was pretty interesting because Chaos Max actually protects itself from pretty much everything on your turn. Okay, during your opponent's turn, yes, you can get Kaiju, yes, you can get other card affected, but for the most part, it's immune to almost everything because it cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So it's safe on pretty much coming out. Like, if you activate it and it's summoned, there's little things that you can do. Now, in this instance, we cannot actually equip the Sword of Toxic Solitude. I'm going to basically explain what it does in this little section right here. I'm showing you guys a second play here. But the Sword of Toxic Solitude makes it so it doubles the monster's original attack and defense when it's battling a monster. You can only have one monster, though. Otherwise, this card gets destroyed. So basically, it works really well with this. He actually protected his Dora here because he can't target mine. I then attack, and then it does 8,000 damage because it's going to be 4,000. But since this doubles the piercing, and it's doubling the attack, it's going to be a one-shot, 8,000 points of damage. Completely balanced, I know. So, anyways, those of you guys that do want the deck profile, I'm going to be giving you guys the deck profile right now, or if you're watching live on Twitch, because we did indeed make this deck live. But one thing I did want to explain really quick before I get into the deck profile, because you guys didn't see it in the gameplay, is the Devi Rituals. Now, they're pretty simple. It's basically just like searching out one card. So, the Devi Rituals are a new kind of, I don't know if they're a new archetype. They might just be generic ritual support, by the way. So, What about Magical Cylinder? Well, Magical Cylinder would not actually make a game, now that you bring that up. First off, for two reasons. One, Magical Cylinder does target, so you couldn't actually use it on this card. Yeah, it cannot be destroyed, targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so you couldn't do that. But let's say you could, alright? I would only take 4,000 because the Sword of Toxic Solitude only counts when it's actually battling a monster, so wouldn't work. Anyways, now that the whole, what if he has Magical Cylinder? Well, first off, who play a Magical Cylinder? Second off, it doesn't even work. But, important, Devi Ritual. So, the Dark One searches out, well, how it works is, the Dark One reveals a ritual monster, and then you special summon another Devi Ritual. The Devi Ritual that you would summon would be Candle. There's only 2 as of right now. So, the Candle then activates its effects. When it's special summoned, you get to add a ritual spell. So basically, if you have this card, you reveal this card, it special summons this card, then you get to search out any ritual spell. Now, it works the other way around. So, if you have the Candle, and you go ahead and special summon Candle by revealing a ritual spell card, which there's these, you get to go ahead and special summon AzneyesWhitedragon. AzneyesWhitedragon will then activate its effect because it was special summoned to search out Chaos Max. So it just adds an extreme amount of consistency. Also, important thing, before someone says Magical Mountain is bad, this deck can go super neg, alright? You can lose out on a lot of cards. First off, you don't want Blue-Eyes-White-Dragon in your hand, for the most part. You can reset a lot of your cards because you can give your opponent as many cards as they want with Book of Eclipse. Because when you summon this card, who's going to have a monster that has 8,000 defense? 0. I mean, for the most part. Like, no one's going to be running a deck that has a monster with 8,000 defense. Book of Eclipse and Book of Moon let you flip down the monsters anyway, so their monster effects are supposed to be irrelevant. But this card will pretty much make everything not be able to respond to it. There might be a few cards, but for the most part, it is really not that big of a deal. But now that everything is pretty much explained, the key cards in the combo, I mean, it's consistent to get out Chaos Max. The key cards that you actually need are actually going to be Book of Eclipse or Book of Moon, or anything that flips a monster face down, or puts it in defense position. It's 2 different things. Does Draining Shield work? Okay, we're not even going to argue about Draining Shield. Nobody plays that. Magical Cylinder, maybe low-rated Duelist. But, anyways, the combo, the key cards are, make this, however you make it, it's totally fine. You have Book of Eclipse or Book of Moon, or if their monster is already in defense position, that's fine too. If they set a monster, but no one really sets monsters, let's be honest here. And then you go ahead and equip the new card, the Sword of Toxic Solitude, and you double it. So basically, Blue Eyes has 8,000, and its piercing is also 8,000, but it's double to 16,000. So you have 16,000, so yeah, if they have a monster with over 8,000, sure, okay. You can make that argument, but it's going to be one-punching everything in the game, in defense mode. But now that that's out of the way and I showed you guys the basic core concepts, the extra deck is pretty much not even like here. We started out, by the way, this is like a, we play tested a little bit, but this build, we started playing with some of the alternative cards. I would say they're pretty much irrelevant, because I would rather have the consistency to one-shot, because it's a cheese deck in its design anyways. But anyways, we got triple copy of Blue Eyes, triple copies of the Dark, they're probably going to change the names of these, so I'm just going to call it the Dark Devi Ritual, and 3 copies of the Light Devi Ritual. But anyways, next up, 3 copies of Manju. Again, these are basically all just searchers. And then we have 3 copies of Chaos Max, 3 copies of Pre-Preparation Right, which actually can be taken out. People were arguing in the chat about this working and then not working. You honestly don't need this card. I just forget about this card. It was just in there because we had just built this deck, by the way. Like I said, it's like our second try pretty much. But we never even really drew it. I guess it's still up for debate, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you can tell me in the comment section below, does Pre-Preparation of Rites work in a Blue Eyes deck? The argument was that you could add a ritual spell card from your deck, and it says comma, and add one, so it seems like you have to activate both effects, but some people were like, no, you can just use one effect. I was like, okay guys, we're gonna solve this right now, but we didn't even need it. But anyways, 3 Pot of Desires, 3 copies of Melody, 3 copies of Hidden Armory. Keep in mind you cannot normal summon during the turn you activate this. So I might consider dropping Manju for this, because since these cards will total equal up to Chaos Max anyways, you really don't need this. But it's just an extra card in the very beginning to have another monster, to bait out a hand trap, whatever, why not, right? It's not that bad. Manju is. And if you have another one, then it works still with Chaos Max. Keep in mind, again, you can only have one monster with sort of Toxic Solitude. Otherwise, the Toxic Max will not one-punch people. And that's the point of the deck. But yeah. Anyways, I think where are we at? 3 Desires, 3 Melody, 3 Hidden Armory, 3 Magical Mallet. Like I mentioned before, you actually don't really want a lot of these cards. Like, if you have, like, cloggy hands, this just helps out. And because it's a combo-based deck, and you only really need, like, 3 core combo pieces in the deck, which is, like, basically summoning this, and getting this, and this. Now, you have 3 copies, well, you have 4 copies of this, because Book of Moon is the same card, basically. You have multiple ways. So I would say this is just free. Like, you don't even, that's not even, it is a combo piece, but you're going to get it almost every game. The 2 cards that you need are these 2. So it's like a 2-card OTK. If you want to say it's 3 because this, well, sure, whatever. But for the most part, you're going to have this card. Alright? But 3 copies of Chaos Form, 3 copies of Advanced Ritual, 1 copy of Pokemon, 3 copies of Eclipse, and then 3 copies of the new Sword of Toxic Solitude. For the extra deck, I'll mouse over them. We never made anything ever. But for the odd chance that you could make something, you could actually use these 2 summons to make a Link Monster, but I'd rather have 2 cards in defense mode than 1 Link Monster, but that's me. But that's pretty much it for the deck. But anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed seeing this in action. It's pretty cool. I think it's got some potential for funsies competitively well. It depends if Devi Rituals become like much better. And if we get a lot more better ritual support, I don't know. It could be something that could be cheeky just to mess around with. But I don't think it's gonna be competitive. But anyways, that is the one-shot Toxic Chaos Max 1 punch 1 hit 15,000 16,000 piercing damage OTK deck. But thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh content.